Hey, this is Jamey with Stonemeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in one of the new Magic the Gathering sets called Jumpstart. Jumpstart is a set of booster packs, essentially, but they're themed booster packs where you don't know the theme until you open the booster pack, and then you get something like this. It's another sealed pack that says Spooky, or +1, or Spirits. These are packs that I've kind of opened but not completely opened. Goblins, Vampires, and Doctor here. So these are the packs that I've not opened, but it is a surprise when you open the booster pack to see what you get. There's a set of 20 cards in here, including lands, and the idea is that you would open 2 random packs, shuffle them together, and start playing. There are obviously other ways that you can do that. For example, the other day I played with Megan. We opened all of the packs that I had, and then we chose based on theme what we wanted to mash together, and then we played a few games with that mashup, and even we changed in the middle of the mashup. I started with rogue dogs, and then changed it to devilish dogs for the final 2 games. You can do that. You can mix and match. And that is part of my favorite mechanism of this style of playing Magic. The idea that you have these themed packs, but they're random, because opening a booster pack is still a lot of fun, even though I'll mention a caveat to that in a minute, but it is a lot of fun to open a booster pack and not know what you're going to get. But then once you open it, you have a theme, a specific theme, a deck designed around a theme that you can put together. And I like that thematic immersion of saying, okay, I'm gonna make a Dr. Goblins deck here and just see what that means, see how that works. I think that's a lot of fun. It reminds me of the game Smash Up, where you are taking 2 different factions and shuffling those 2 decks together and playing with that deck to see how they work together against another somewhat random matchup. I think that core idea is really, really cool, and I think it works really well here. As much as I enjoy Magic drafting, and you could draft these packs as they are, I also like this idea that you could just put together two packs and start playing. You don't have to work on the deck construction side, so you could get through a draft essentially much faster if we did this. If we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, I would definitely be having friends over to play Magic Jumpstart. The other thing, it's a little mechanism here, but I thought this was a clever touch. So each of the themes are monocolor. So here's my dog pack, which was a lot of fun to play, and it's just white. So there are planes that come with the pack. But, and here's the dog, where was the dog card? I just saw it a second ago. Here's the dogs right there. So they're all planes. However, there is one exception. There is, in every pack, a thriving card, a thriving land. And the way this land works, it says that it enters the battlefield tapped. As thriving heath enters the battlefield, choose a color other than white. So this card is designed for a white deck, but it allows you to choose a card other than white. And then if you tap it, you add either 1 white mana or 1 mana of the chosen color. I thought this was a really clever way of integrating a dual land into these packs, because you don't really know what the other pack will be. Like if I have the dog goblins, the goblins are red and the dogs are white, and so I need, or it's helpful at least if I have a card that is versatile, a land card that is versatile and can adapt another land card without knowing what that other color will be. So I think this is just a clever basic dual land concept. So I wanted to mention a specific card and just the overall concept of mashing up 2 themes together and seeing how they play out. I think that's a lot of fun. I love when games do this. We even did a little bit in Scythe, where you have the different faction mats, and then you have the player mats that are themed based on your style of governance, essentially. And you mash those together. It leads to a lot of replayability, too, because when normally you would just play with like the +1 deck, if you have a couple decks, you have a multiplicative effect of different combinations that you can play with. So I really like that in Magic Jumpstart and other games like that. So if you can think of another game that does that mashes 2 things together, whether they're entire decks or just player mats or themed, something that's themed that's mashed together, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Or if you've played Magic Jumpstart and want to comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I do have my one caveat here is that if you want a specific deck, it's hard to get and you have to kind of pay a premium for it. So for example, I have this dogs deck, but I really wanted to pair it with a cats deck, and I didn't open the cats deck. And so I had to go on eBay. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. I went on eBay and I bought a Cats deck. And so whereas these booster packs at the time when I pre-ordered them were only like $4, the Cats deck cost me $12 to get on eBay plus another $5 for shipping. So that's the one downside that you see in collectible games, that if you really want something specifically, you might have to pay a premium to get it. But you could also have the choice just not to buy it, because there are plenty of things that we have here to enjoy. Oh, and I should mention that one of the other downsides of that is that we opened 4 spooky packs. We didn't actually open any of them, but we have 4 of them. So if anyone out there wants some spooky packs, we have extras. So let me know in the comments if maybe you want to, I don't know, buy one for me. I don't want to send it out for free, but I'd be happy to sell a couple of the spooky packs, because we don't need 4 of them. Anyway, okay, those are my thoughts on Magic Jumpstart. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks.